Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Just want to go into a quick lesson, which this is kind of going to be, MOTB update. And as you can see from, this article here, the title reads, Parmigiano Reggiano makers are putting edible microchips the size of a grain of sand into their 90-pound cheese wheels to combat counterfeiters. Okay? And one of the main selling points, that Esau Edom is going to use to try to get these people to bow down and submit, to this satanic New World Order is convenience. Okay, a lot of people might be turned off, by the bigger Charagmas, the ones that's the size of a grain of rice. Even though that's small, okay, people will be more willing, if it's even smaller than that. Okay, and, here's proof that they actually have, chips that are that size. Okay, so from the size of a grain of rice to, the size of a grain of sand. All right. People will be more willing, to put something like that inside of their bodies as opposed to, something that's bigger. Okay. But regardless of the size, the Charagma is the Charagma. Okay. Yahweh Shai don't care how small it is, man. But especially knowing Jake will, use the size of something to further justify their wicked deeds, or the Most High. He really wouldn't care now because it's smaller. You can't even see, the injection site. Yahweh Shai don't care about that, man. Okay, he told you not to take it, and you're supposed to do just that. All right, see, one thing, and I'm kind of getting a little bit off topic here. One thing that Jake does not understand about the Heavenly Father is that he's very particular. Okay, when the Most High tells you to do something a certain way, you got to do it. And if you don't do it, you're going to get put to death. Okay, plain and simple. All right. There's no room for error when dealing with Yahweh Shai Shai. Okay, the Most High is very clear and concise in the commandments that he gives. Okay, he doesn't leave any room for gray area. So he just told you straightforward, don't take this subdermal device. He didn't say don't take it if it's smaller, than a grain of rice, okay, or if it's smaller than, a regular processor, or if it's one of those big square, microchips, or you don't get that, but if it's smaller than it's good. He ain't never said nothing like that, man. Okay, just straight across the board, don't take it. All right, but knowing Jake, okay, Jake likes to justify their wickedness in their minds. Okay, by coming up with a whole bunch of excuses. Oh, it's so small and the Most High wouldn't really care. Okay, just to get a quick example of how particular Yahweh Shai is, I want to bring this out. This is Leviticus 10:1. It says, and Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aaron, took either of them his censers and put fire therein and put incense thereon and offered strange fire before the Lord, Yahweh Shai, which he commanded them not. Okay, so there was a certain, a particular way that they were supposed to offer incense up. Okay, and there was a certain, way that they were supposed to, get that fire. Okay, and Yahweh Shai, he didn't tell them that for no reason. The Most High wants things done a certain way, man. Okay, so he gave them strict commandment, just like Yahweh Shai gave us strict commandment about how we're supposed to conduct ourselves down here, man. He also has given strict commandment about what to do when you are faced with, this subdermal device. Okay, don't take it, man. By any means, do not take it. All right, this nigga Esau say he gonna put you to death. Hey, that's the route you're supposed to go. Okay, whatever it takes not to be defiled by this thing, that's the route you got to go. All right. Just like our forefathers, Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael, okay? To not be defiled by bowing down to that image, they chose death, man, okay? It says, and put incense thereon and offered strange fire before the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which he commanded them not. And there went out fire from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and devoured them. And that fire is, those laser beams. Okay, with some of you individuals that take the Charagmas, you're going to get hit with laser beams. Jake is going to understand that you can't play with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. The Most High tell you not to do something, it will behoove you to take heed to that commandment and not do what the Heavenly Father told you not to do. Okay? It says, and there went out fire from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and devoured them, and they died before the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, so the Most High put them to death, man, all because they didn't offer the fire according to the Heavenly Father's commandment, man. Okay, and there's another account of an individual, which, he was trying to help. Okay, I believe it was when the ark was supposed to be, David wanted to move it. I think he wanted to move it to Hebron, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go back over it. All right, but it was a Judite, if I'm not mistaken, which I'm not sure if the scriptures specify, but he wasn't a Levite. Only the Levites were supposed to handle the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark was getting ready to fall, and he caught it with his hand. He touched it, so it wouldn't fall on the ground. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai put him to death on the spot, man. Okay, for disobeying his commandments. So that's how particular Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is. Okay, but you're going to have a lot of our people that's going to try to play around with the Heavenly Father when that Charagmas comes out, man. Okay, they're going to come up with 1,000,001 excuses of why they can't take it and why it ain't the MOTB. Despite what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has been telling you through his servants. Okay, it says, then Moses said unto Aaron, this is that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai spake, saying, I will be sanctified in them that come nigh me, and before all the people I will be glorified. And Aaron held his peace. Okay? So Most High put his sons to death, man. The reason for that is because they offered that strange fire. All right? They didn't follow the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, so they got put to death. The same thing that's going to happen to our people that take the Charagmas. They're going to get put to death, regardless of how small it is. Most High don't care. Okay? It could be the size of a atom. All right, if you take that, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai going to put you to death, man. Okay? Because that, what this damn devil's going to inject inside of you, it represents that you belong to him. All right? You don't belong to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai no more. You've let Esau Edom brand you. You've entered into a covenant with Esau Edom, who is the enemy of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So the Most High going to look at you as the enemy. You're going to get burned up. All right? On top of, you playing the harlot. Okay? Because we belong to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You committing adultery, trying to make a contract with Esau Edom. All right? So I'm going to read, this article. It's real short, and then I got a couple precepts I want to bring out. It says, the next time you dig into a bowl of pasta with freshly grated Parmesan, you could accidentally be eating a microchip. It says that's because makers of Parmigiano Reggiano are implanting microchips into the casings of their 90-pound cheese wheels as the latest move to ward off counterfeiters, the Wall Street Journal reported. And that's going to be another selling point that Esau Edom will use to get you people to, take the Charagmas. Okay? One of the things that he's going to implement is that UBI. All right? Some individuals' payments might come up missing. And then the records show, well, look, you picked yours up already. You're going to, tell the people that wasn't me, y'all supposed to check ID and this and that. Well, we need a system to combat this fraud. Okay? So hey, we're going to start, injecting you people. We're going to put a digital ID on, your subdermal device. Okay, that way, there will be no fraud. Everybody's going to get their UBI. Okay, and these people they're going to rejoice at that solution, It says, yes, there are counterfeiters of Parmigiano Reggiano. That's because it's the original Parmesan cheese officially protected by the European Union meaning the name can only be used for the authentic product. Okay, I'm going to jump around here. It says the journal reported that the micro transponders are made of silicone and about the size of a grain of sand. Okay, now if they have this technology to put in this cheese, you best believe they got this technology to put inside you. Okay. It says they are being placed on a case and label, a food safe label commonly used in cheese production, which is placed on the cheese wheel. The microchip can then be scanned to pull up a unique serial ID that buyers can use to ensure they've got the real thing. We keep fighting with new methods, Alberto Pocarari, whose job is to protect the product's authenticity for a group that represents Parmigiano makers, told the journal. We won't give up. The chips use blockchain technology and trace the wheel of cheese back to where the milk that was used came from. Other industries are also considering and planning to use chips, including makers of drugs and car parts. Okay, the journal reported the chips cannot be read remotely or used to track someone should they ingest it, which, how the hell you know that? You know, there ain't no way that you can guarantee that you can't be tracked or traced, or the chip can't be read if you eat it. You know, you don't know what kind of technology this nigga Esau is using. All right, but this is just, you know, another reason why we got to get the hell out of here, man. This nigga, he gonna taint every damn thing. Okay. It says Parmigiano Reggiano is among many food products that are formally protected in the European Union, including champagne from France and feta from Greece. Okay. So let's bring this out. You know, because like I said, one of the main, you know, selling points of this Charagma is going to be convenience. Okay. And more people, you know, will be willing to take it if it's less invasive. All right, because, you know, the needles for those, you know, the RFID chips, those are, you know, they're pretty big. Okay, so people be more reluctant to take something like that. All right, even though it's small, it's still a bigger needle. Okay, but if you can get it smaller than that, people will be more willing to accept it. All right. This is Revelation 3:10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay, and we understand what that word temptation means. All right, when you look it up in the Greek is pirasmas. All right, which means you know, an enticement to sin, whether rising from the outward, the inward desires or outward circumstances. Okay, and you're going to experience both of those things. All right, your need to survive, okay, is going to drive your lust. All right, the things that's going on outside, you know, Esau, okay, telling you that, oh, see, look, we got the, you know, the thing down smaller. It used to be the size of a grain of rice. Now it's the size of a grain of sand. Okay, look, it's less invasive. It doesn't even hurt anymore. It doesn't. You won't even feel anything. You know. And then you got what you got going on. You know, I need food. I need water. All right, I got to do this. You know, I still got to live, man. You know, it's not that big. Okay, it's a grain of sand. Hey, I can put sand inside me, something the size of a grain of sand. Hey, why not do it? You know. And regardless of whether you know, it's the size of a grain of sand or the size of a grain of rice, the judgment still applies, man. Okay, if you take this Charagma, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to destroy you straight up. Okay, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And you can't plead with the Heavenly Father, man. You can't ask him for forgiveness. You made your decision. All right. Just like Nadab and Abihu, they made their decision to offer that strange fire unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. They had to suffer the consequences, man. This is Revelation 14:9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, okay, and his image is this current system that's set up, all right, which you people out here, you can't see anything outside of this. You know, this is the highlight of existence in the history of the earth. You know, all these other kingdoms and civilizations that have come on the scene, they compare, you know, they're incomparable to what you people have here in Babylon. All right. It says, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, okay, and we always go into that word mark. You should understand it already. Okay, the word mark is Charagmas, okay, which is going into, you know, these subdermal devices, whether it be the size of a grain of sand, the size of a grain of rice, okay, whether it be smaller than the size of a grain of sand, don't matter, okay. It says, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And that fire and brimstone is going into those thermonuclear missiles, man. Okay? And like it says, the angels and Yahushua, they're going to be there watching you get burned up. Okay, which is just going to be further condemnation to you, man. Because if you would have just waited and held on, you know, and endured, you would have got delivered. Okay, but you got weak, you gave up, you know, for pleasures for a little bit, you know, and then Yahushua came back and you caught the judgment. All right. It says, in the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua, because those individuals are going to be rewarded. Okay, they're going to get delivered. All right. When you go to, you know, the next chapter, the elect, the ones that get delivered, they're going to see you people burning up, man. Okay. It's not only is Yahushua and the angels going to be there, the elect are going to be there watching this go down as well, because they're going to be up in those ships. All right. You know, so I just want to go into that. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Shalom.